extended Wiseman family, especially for his brother William Wiseman Bell and the family, and his brother Carl, whose wife is Carolyn, and another was Libby. Is Libby? She's still alive. She's in the hospital, but she's still kicking. So I'm speaking for that portion of the family. I came up with 3 words when listening. I had an opportunity to speak with my mom and the siblings and Aunt Carolyn and their entire 4 children family to kind of gather some of this information. The first word that came up time and time again was his wisdom. The fact he would share facts. He had an intellectual acumen that was just outstanding. He was quite sharp. He also, though, besides that wisdom, he had an instinct for family, and especially our family. He would do surprise trips where he would show up so he wouldn't cause us any anxiety. And he would show up and visit, and he would come all the way from Canada and fly, and then, you know, he had his routine. So I never knew until he hit town that he was coming. And he did that. He always liked to surprise me, and I go, "Ah, you're here." And then the other thing he did was that he would always take us out to eat, and he would make sure he'd get everybody. He didn't leave anybody out of that. I also wanted to say that even for years, he would come down to Aunt Carrie's house and help her and stop by and do things for her. The next word is the loving and caring part. He will be sorely missed in our family, especially, because he made it a point never to miss us. Aunt Sue and Uncle Bob were there for us. He was a role model. He would connect everybody in the family, and that's the part that we're going to have to figure out what to do without him. He actually was in a contest to try to beat Dad in the fishing department. It was actually Dad who got him fishing, and he would come and bring his fishing pictures, and then he'd nicely listen to Dad bring out the vacation photos and pictures, and then later Dad would say, "Well, have you gone fishing?" "Well, okay." "Or have you gone hunting?" Well, then he'd bring out pictures of bigger fish and bigger catches. So we just loved that, Uncle Bob, that he could guess Dad. Anyway, when his mother fell ill, Uncle Bob was there. Robert was the favorite son of Lily and Betty Palmer. He was the middle son, but he was the favorite son. He was there for her, and even when times fell hard with all her medical bills and things, he helped pay her rent. A lot of people didn't know that. So he would help, and then after Aunt Carolyn, when his brother died, Uncle Carl, he helped her as well. So, and he did so without letting others know that he was there to be helpful. He was also loving and caring in that he paid attention to each of us individually as children, as nieces and nephews. One time when Cheryl was, she collected Beanie Babies, and she had worked on this Beanie Baby collection for years, and was missing one from Canada. Well, guess who came up with the Beanie Baby? And so she's got that to show everyone. And then even one time he showed up, and I was getting ready to go to my second job at the hospital, and he packed me up just so he would have time with me and took me to work. The third word that we have to describe Uncle Bob and Robert Wiseman is adventurous and conservationist. Some of you may not know that he was an original member of the 10 members that started the Isaac Walton League in Chillicothe, that later became the Conservation League, and the people that formed together and built Ross Lake. So he was one of the original members of the Isaac Walton League here in Chillicothe and Ross County. So, but we will love him, and we will always remember that his conservationist ways, his loving and caring for his family in a deep sense, and his wisdom